Okay, so who hasn't fantasized about, ditching the 9 to 5 grind, working from some tropical beach, all thanks to that online course you just know would be a bestseller?
Yeah, the allure of passive income. It's definitely a popular daydream.
Totally. But as anyone who's actually tried to build an info product business knows, it's not always sunshine and rainbows. There's a real art to creating products that people actually want to buy.
It's true. There's more to it than just throwing some information together and hoping for the best.
Exactly. So, to help us navigate this world, we're diving deep into the strategies of a guy who's clearly figured out the formula, Tony Shepard.
And we're lucky enough to have two of his guides to pull from today. How to quickly create info products that actually sell. Catchy title, right?
Definitely grabs your attention.
And then there's his email marketing guide. The email that never fails to bring me $1,000 or more. Always a fan of a bold claim.
Love it. So, from your research, what's the key thing that makes Tony Shepard different? What's his secret sauce?
Well, one of the biggest takeaways, and he hammers this home, it's not about the information itself, it's about behavior change.
Okay, interesting. So it's not enough to just give someone a PDF full of facts and figures.
Right. He says people don't buy information, they buy solutions. They're buying a change they want to see in their lives.
So it's got to be actionable, something they can use to actually make a difference.
Exactly. Like, think about it. Would you buy a diet book that just listed the calorie content of foods?
Probably not.
No way. You'd want meal plans, recipes, maybe even some mindset stuff to help you make better choices.
Totally. That makes so much sense.
It's about offering a transformation, not just data.
Okay, I'm hooked. So how does Tony suggest we actually apply this behavior change principle? How do we make that shift from information dispenser to like a behavior change guru?
Well, that's where his Shepherd method comes in.
Ooh, intriguing. Tell me more.
It's his framework for creating info products that actually sell, and it's built around this idea of driving real change.
Okay, I'm definitely curious to unpack that. Let's dive into the Shepherd method. The Shepherd method has a nice ring to it, right?
Yeah, it does. And it's all about, well, simplicity. Not necessarily simple to do, but, simple to understand.
Okay, I like the sound of that. So walk me through it. What are the actual steps involved?
So he breaks it down into 3 main steps. And the first one, this is super important, is identifying a really specific problem. Not some big, vague thing, but like a laser-focused pain point.
Okay, so instead of like how to make $1 million, it'd be more like how to make your first $1,000 selling handmade jewelry on Etsy, something like that.
Exactly. He talks about how most info products fail because they try to be everything to everyone. They're too broad.
Yeah, it's like those Amazon reviews that are all like, this book was too general. I was hoping for something more specific to my situation.
Totally. And it makes sense, right? People don't connect with vague promises. They want a solution to their problem.
Right. Makes you seem more credible, too, when you're that specific, like you really understand their struggle.
Exactly. You become the go-to expert for that one specific thing. So, step 1, nail down that niche problem. Step 2 is where it gets interesting.
Okay, lay it on me. Step 2.
Offer just one solution. And this is key. Eliminate distractions.
Wait, really? Just one? I feel like it's always tempting to give people a bunch of different options, different paths they could take.
Yeah, I get that. It feels counterintuitive. But Shepard's whole thing is about getting people to take action. And sometimes having too many choices just paralyzes people.
Oh, analysis paralysis, for sure.
Exactly. Information overload. So you streamline it, one clear path, easy to follow, boom, action.
So by giving them just one path to follow, you're actually increasing the chances they'll actually, follow it.
Exactly. And then when they have those early wins, because you've made it so clear and actionable, that's what builds momentum. He compares it to like giving a writing prompt. If you just say, write a story, that's overwhelming, right? But if you say, write a story about a detective, a missing cat, and a haunted library, suddenly you've got a framework. It's easier to get started.
Oh, I love that analogy. It's so true. When you have that framework, it just flows. Okay, so we've got a hyper-specific problem and one clear solution. What's the final piece of this Shepherd method puzzle?
All right, step 3. Frame your information as an irresistibly simple idea.
Simplicity. Music to my ears.
Yeah.
But how do you actually do that? How do you take something complex and make it feel doable?
So Shepard says you've got to identify like the 4 to 6 core elements of your topic, and then, this is important, ditch the rest.
No fluff allowed.
Exactly. Remember, people are drowning in information these days. They don't want an encyclopedia. They want a solution. So let's say you're teaching people, I don't know, how to start a blog. You'd focus on like choosing a niche, setting up the website, creating content, driving traffic, the essentials. You wouldn't bog them down with every single detail about the history of blogging or whatever.
It's about giving them the need-to-know info, right? The stuff that will actually get them results.
Exactly. Focus on those core elements, make it super actionable, and boom, you've got yourself an info product that's actually going to help people.
Okay, I'm sold.
Yeah.
This Shepherd method is powerful stuff. But even if we have this amazing framework, how do we find those golden info product ideas in the first place? It's easy to get caught up in all this and think, well, that's great, but I'm no expert. I don't have some like secret knowledge to share, you know?
Right, like you need to be some kind of guru to create an info product. But Shepard actually talks about this. He says everyone has valuable knowledge they can turn into a product. It's just about tapping into it.
Okay, I like that. So how do we do that? How do we find those golden info product ideas?
Well, he's got a few strategies, but one that I find really interesting is mining online forums.
Forums? You mean like those old school message boards?
Yep, those things are gold mines. Think about it. People go to forums when they need help, right? So they're full of people asking for advice, sharing their struggles, talking about what's not working for them. It's like a direct line to your target audience.
So like if I was into, say, travel hacking, I could go on a travel forum and see what people are struggling with, like finding cheap flights or something.
Exactly. You look for patterns, like what questions are asked over and over. What are people complaining about?
Because those are the pain points.
Right. You're basically getting paid to do market research. You see a need, you create a solution, boom, info product idea.
It's amazing when you think about it, the answers are often right there in front of us.
Totally. And here's another one Shepard talks about, deconstructing negative reviews.
Wait, what? Negative reviews, like those one-star rants on Amazon.
Yeah. But don't think of them as rants. Think of them as feedback. Like, go to Amazon, find the best-selling books in your niche, whatever you're interested in, and read the negative reviews. See what people are saying is missing, what they wish the book had covered.
That is so smart. It's like they're telling you exactly what they want to buy.
Exactly. Like, you might find a popular photography book that everyone's saying, oh, it's great, but I wish it had more on portrait photography. Boom. There's your info product idea. A guide to portrait photography.
I am loving these strategies. Okay,
Oh,
so let's say we've got our killer info product idea using Tony's awesome tips. It still takes time to create the thing, right? How does Shepard suggest we manage our time?
yeah, he's big on time management. He says you got to divide your work time into thirds.
Okay, break that down for me.
1/3 on product creation, actually making the thing. 1/3 on marketing, getting the word out. And 1/3 on list building.
So it's like create it, tell people about it, and build those relationships for the long term.
Exactly. It's not enough to just have a great product. You got to get it in front of the right people. And building an email list, that's key for any online business.
Makes sense. It's about building something sustainable, not just a one-hit wonder.
Yeah.
Didn't Shepard also say something about the importance of creating multiple products?
Oh, yeah. He's all about volume. The more products you have, the more income streams you have. And you can get really creative with it. Like, let's say you have that ebook on healthy meal prep. You can turn that into meal planning templates, video cooking lessons, even a membership site with exclusive recipes and a community forum.
So it's like repurposing your knowledge into different formats, different price points, reaching a wider audience. Love it.
Exactly. And that's what's so cool about Shepard's story. He started with one simple idea, one problem he knew how to solve, and he built this whole empire around it by constantly creating, marketing, engaging with his audience.
Tony Sheparded, everybody. That was awesome. We started with info products, but we really got into the whole entrepreneurial mindset, didn't we? It's all about identifying those opportunities, solving problems, and taking action. So what problem are you going to solve today? That's something to think about. And that's it for this deep dive. Thanks for joining us. Until next time.